Alright, how's it going everybody, and welcome to another Ana positioning guide video. This one we're going to be featuring Nepal. This map I think is very important to know as Ana because it's not one of her best maps in some parts. It's important to know how to position in this map because of that, because I don't think it's one of her best maps like King's Row or Temple of Anubis. She does a little bit better on those maps. But we're going to be explaining how to position properly on this map in general for both sides and on the different maps. There's 3 maps for Nepal. We're going to assign it both sides. It's going to be pretty similar on both sides because you're going to be making a lot of use of the elephant statue here. If you would like to check out the other Ana positioning guide videos, feel free to check them out. They're in the description below. And yeah, I know, we don't have a beard. It's a little bit weird. Watching me without a beard is a little bit different than normal. But you gotta bear with me here. It's gonna grow back. I promise, everyone. It's going to grow back. Alright, let's stop dicking around and go right ahead and explain to you all the greatest spots. First spot, elephant statue. Jump on top of this. Jump up here. And you can shoot between the elephant's legs like this. So you can actually heal briefly like this. And you can get a cheeky sleep just right there. You can sleep through the elephant statue. On their view, on the enemy's view, they're going to barely see you. So imagine, like, they have to, like, aim like this if it's a widow, and even if they don't scope, look how hard it is. This is without scoping. It's very hard to see you. That's why it's a decent spot to heal from. You don't want to over heal here. Like, you're gonna be healing for a few seconds here on the early stages. Everyone's rushing in, right? Everyone's trying to get to the point. You're gonna just get up here, crouch, and you're gonna heal them as they're moving. You can move a bit to the left, heal a bit to the right. Tell them to, if you want healing, stay on point. After a few shots, you're gonna drop, and then you're gonna heal like this. You're going to be healing like that. Now, the only issue is that if your team pushes more forward, you're going to have a harder time healing them because it's not your job to chase around people to heal them. It's their job to come back to you for healing. So what you need to tell them in voice chat, and you have to be very active with voice chat because they need to know where they can be healed. So if you need healing, stay on point. If you need healing, this is what you say in voice. If you need healing, come on to point. If you need healing, stay on point. All right, and you can move a little bit here and heal people that are on the right side. There's a health pack over there, so some people like Genji, Reaper, they'll try to go for that health pack if they're losing a 1v1 trade. But you can heal them like this in the meantime. If they start pushing up and they're not returning to point, one of your options is to push all the way up the stairs here and heal like this. Keep in mind, you are a much easier target here, and you'll likely get picked off from left flank up here. If someone goes high ground like Hanzo, he can tap you. You're open to a flank on the right side. That's why it's very important for you here to pay attention to kill feed. How many enemies are dead? Press tab. How many enemies are dead? Okay, I'm safe. Hanzo's dead. I can maybe be safe here now because I'm not concerned about Hanzo. It's really gonna matter how many people are dead where you position. It's not just, oh, this is the only good spot and you should always play in this spot. It sometimes revolves around how many people are alive. If how many people on your team are alive. Do you have a Zarya? Do you have a Hog? Do you have a, if you have a Hog, he can like just hook and save you. If you have a Reinhardt, he can shield and you stay behind his shield and heal him like this. I wouldn't necessarily play on point on Ana unless we're winning. So if we kill like 4 people, I can play on point and maybe kill the straggler and heal the people while they retreat back to the point and heal like this. So this is a situation where the point has not been captured. This is how you play out, right? You play mid behind elephant, peek here, peek left. If your team is winning, push up like this. If your team is losing, obviously you're not in a position to be making these like big moves where you can push upstairs. You're losing, you retreat and you regroup back with your team and regroup as 6. You can use this pillar as well. If you are worried about some right flanker, you can literally heal like this. And obviously, your field of view, the limit that you can see is way less. It's very linear. So this is why this map is a little bit weird for Ana in this stage where the point has not been captured. Now, let's say you're in a position where it has been captured. You have captured the point. You'd want to play on the right elephant statue. So think of it like this. This whole map is focused around just playing around the elephant statues. This one in the middle, this one on the right. So you're in a position where you can heal like this now. And you can heal on point like this. If they stay on this tell them to come back to point for heals. Here you can get dived, but the good thing here is there's a health pack down here. So if you're in a position where your healer is dead or they're not healing you, you can actually drop down and waste the DPS's time. He's wasting time to kill you. You're grabbing health pack, you're being annoying. After you grab health pack, you're gonna run this way, not that way. Because if you run this way, you're more likely to get caught because it's on their side of the map. You don't want to be close to their side of the map. So you grab health pack, you run this way, back towards here, towards where your team is. If they're playing on point, if they're playing back here, run towards where your team is. So it's very important that you don't just run like a headless chicken. You want to run to somewhere where you're guaranteed to receive some kind of safety, right? So this statue is really good after capturing point. And you can heal between the legs like that. Not ideal to shoot through these legs, obviously. You're trying to mitigate as much. You're trying to mitigate the chances of you being spotted, as well as mitigate the chances of you being dived. So like sometimes shooting between legs is an ideal option, like back here, but not here. So you want to shoot like this and use this as cover. You play like this, you heal like that, you heal like that. Careful with here. If people are here, you move to the left here and you take cover like this, and you heal like that. If you're in a situation where you cannot stay here anymore, forget it. Alright, if they're all here, like let's say Winston's here, Soldier here, all the shit's happening here, forget it. You can't stay here. They're gonna dive you, you're gonna get cucked. Make sure your team is ready to defend you here, so you can either run down back here or run straight to the point, depending on where they are. If they're on point, you go to point and they help you. And then you just walk back. And you'll bound to get help here, as long as you're being very vocal in the voice chat and you're letting them know, hey, I need some help. There is a smart thing, this will be like in the Masters and above. These are games that I've been in. They would take this route here, the enemies. They will take this route because this route gives them a lot of it's high ground cover, and it's a linear spot. See this spot here? These little small doorways, they have a lot of cover just by being in this building, and they have a health pack, right? And they would play like this, and they would dive snipers over here. This is a good counter against snipers, by the way. If you're playing against, if you have a Widow on your team, she can't really get good hits here because they might have a shield here, and they're pushing and diving the Widow who's here holding. Also, like, it's using the map to kind of get an advantage. So as Anna, if the enemy team is doing this and you're playing on this side as Anna, it's very important that you tell your team to play on the right side. So if they're playing there, you will play here. You always want to play the opposite side of where if the enemy team is. If they're playing here and you see them all left, you move to the right elephant, you heal them like this. You're going to be healing them like this. If they're moving here on the right side, you're going to go to the point and ask for help, because they're probably going to try to dive you at that point, or you'll try to sleep them. You're going to run back like this and tell your team they're probably going to still keep pushing you. Trust me, I've been there. And yeah, you can get help this way. If they're all playing right side, it doesn't happen that much where people play right side here because it's very open. People like to play left side because it's very much in cover. So people will try to go low ground and use the medkit, and they have a lot of cover. It's a very common place to go and group here as 6 or mid. Main. I don't say mid. This is not League of Legends. Come on. Alright, and right side, not that many people play here unless it's some solo flank diver. So now you know the layout of the map. Now you know how players would play typically. So now you have an idea where to position. Summary: early game, behind elephant. Land your first sleep through the elephant, between the elephant legs. And yes, it's possible to get a sleep off that. I've done it, and I've gotten sleeps off that, literally. And it could literally set up like an early kill. So play between elephant between legs. Eventually you're going to walk down here, and you're going to be healing like that. You start winning, you push up here and heal your team like this. Eventually, after you capture the point, you're going to be playing here. This is your default position. After capturing point, this would be your default position because you have health back coverage to ensure that you'll be fine, and you have your team here that can help you. If they have a sniper, don't try to gamble snipe against a Widowmaker or something. Just really be careful with this. If they have a sniper here and she missed her first shot, just drop. Forget it. You're healer. You're way too important. Play in the back. Forget about the healer. Tell them play on point where you can play at point stairs. Point stairs will be like right here on the edge. That's how they get healed. Because obviously there's a lot of terrain. This is why This is why in the beginning of the video I said that Nepal is not an ideal map. It's because of this reason, because there's a lot of terrain that can block your vision. When you have a big field of vision, like on Temple of Anubis, you have a lot of vision on point A defense. If you take the high ground on left side, a lot of vision. It's about increasing the field of vision that you'd have, and Nepal doesn't offer that. I wouldn't recommend high ground left. You can play bottom ground left for the health pack, but it's not worth it most of the time because you are, again, limiting your field of vision. See, all I can see is this and this. This is terrible. You only want to play here if somehow they're all diving right side, playing right side, which doesn't always happen. And because one solo flanker can come here and very easily kill you alone, so you'd have to quickly run back to the health pack. Again, not everyone plays right side, at least in the games that I play in High Diamond and Masters, they don't really do that kind of thing. They might do it to catch you off by surprise, but I've never seen people group all right side. This is usually flanker territory here as well sometimes, or group. So main players will be playing main, left. So now you have an idea where to play. On the other side, if you're playing on this side, it's literally the same idea. Exactly the same. You're going to be playing on this. Heal between here. You're going to be going for a cheeky sleep like this. It will go through the legs. Drop down. You're going to be healing like this. Eventually, you're going to have to push up a bit. Be careful with flankers here, and left stairs. It's very hard to push up like this. You have to tell them to come back a bit to the point stairs for healing, right? Because it's really hard to be in this position because they're always going to target you. So you have to be careful with that. If they do target you, you have to just hug your team. Dance around your Orisa hitbox. Do something that will like mitigate the chances of you potentially dying. After you capture point, play left stairs or play back here. So you have the position. Left elephant stairs, back here. Same idea. It's basically a mirror. Exact same thing. So that's it for this part of Nepal. Let's go on the next one. Alright, and now this is the second part of Nepal. And on this map, if you're playing on this side of the team, you're going to be mainly, most of the time, your team is going to be going high ground left. And this is usually the best thing to do, is when you exit, you go high ground left side, up here, and you all group up here, and there's a shield, and you just heal people like this. Low field of vision, but usually they play here. If they go right side low ground, you're going to have to peek and heal them like this. If they play down here on the stairs, you have to tell them to come back. There's no way as Anna that you're going to be chasing someone around like, hey, I'm coming, I got you. Imagine like he's hiding here in this corner, asking for healing. It's his fault. He needs to get up these stairs and run to your field of vision for healing. It's always like that. This is the rule of thumb, by the way, guys. The rule of thumb is they have to come to you for healing. You don't have to come to them. It's very important. So like, don't be like scared to tell them like, if you need healing, just come to me. Peek me for healing and stuff like that. Make these calls and voice. It's very important. Healing is not a bullshit role where you're just literally left clicking and healing. It's really not like that. It's really, as a healer, it's all about your awareness and getting shit done. And I feel like I wanted to emphasize that very clearly. So tell them, come up here for healing. Careful, if they have a sniper here, they can easily one-tap you. If you're being pressured by a sniper, tell your divers or tanks or whatever to take the front here so you don't get tapped, right? Eventually, when you push out here a little bit, you're going to drop down like this. The reason you want to drop down like this is because there's a health pack here. If shit goes bad, right? You drop down like, oh shit, it's fine, I have a health pack. And then you stall and you survive longer. And then you say, I need help. And then you run to whatever your team is and then you'll get help. It's a little bit of a close quarter combat kind of situation. But you're going to have to rely on this health pack a bit if shit goes bad. Eventually, you're going to watch the kill feed and see if you're losing or winning. If you're winning, that's good. You can push up further, right? And you can, by the way, you can in fact break these, and you can, instead of jumping over, you can just drop down instead of jump over. Just the whole thing. It's good to just break down and do that, because jumping will take a little bit extra time compared to just breaking. So it's the whole thing. It's not a gameplay difference thing, but it's a quality of life thing. So okay, you win the fight. You won. We capture point. What now? Where do you go? What's the best position? The best position, ideally, is this bell here. And is this bell, if they push main. If they push left, if they're on left side, forget it. You can't really be on this area at all. You can't be here because they're left side. So this is what you want to be afraid of if you're holding down here. So after you catch a point that you know they're left, fuck it, drop down and reposition on the right side. So you're gonna be repositioning. You have two choices. You can reposition by going straight through point, or reposition to right side and get there. The reason I will say straight to point is because you know they're all left side. You know they're all on this side. So running here would make you reach faster towards over there. That's where you want to be. One thing is, when you get to a certain point here, you are revealed in this area and you can easily get sniped. But hopefully you have a tank and he blocks the shot for you. If that's not the case, and if you want the absolute safest route, you drop down from here and then you run this way. And then you ask your team for help. Because at this point, you might be getting dived. Like, if you drop down from here to here, at this point, their Winston might have jumped you. Something might be happening. That's why I say occasionally to run to where your team is, right? Most of your team might be on point. Some of your team might be over here. Some of your team might be over on this side of the map. So you will run towards where they are. So if you need help urgently, run straight through here and get help. Safest routes, if you're not getting dived and you're fine, just run through here. Run through here is safe because it blocks the snipe shots if they're opening from, if they're holding there. And you would immediately try to take this spot here and play around the mini. And you can, if you're in trouble, you just grab the mini. You're going to be healing like this. If they're playing left side, you're going to be healing like this. You'll occasionally switch around and heal like this. Remember, you want to stay behind like this, because if you go like this, see, I'm revealed here. I'm revealed here, I'm revealed here. Maybe they see me here, they go, oh, there's Anna at mini health pack. Go dive her. So if you hide yourself a little bit, maybe they won't notice. And you can heal like safely here. And just tell your team to play right side of point. And you can easily get heals like this. If you want to go for a fat anti, you just watch for the target and try to get an anti like this on the point. And just alternate between the paths. Alternate. Left, right, left, right, left, right. So you're not too predictable, you know? Now here's the thing. What happens if you get dived in this position? You have two options. If you get dived by a Doomfist or something wrong happens, you run to your team for help here. Or you can do the crazy thing, which is to play and parkour around here, which is a totally valid option. But you can actually throw them off. If it's a Doomfist, I've done this before. Sometimes I'll go like this, I jump, and the Doomfist punches over and flies off the map. I would one-tap him. Like, as he goes in, I one-tap like this, and I get the kill reward, plus I get ult economy. So it's really good to play around this area, like against because they get a little bit scared sometimes. You can even sleep people. You could sleep people in situations where they play like this, or they double jump, and you sleep him like this, he fell down. Genji fell down, bye-bye Genji. You can jump up this platform and jump around like that, by the way. So if you're in a situation where you're just getting chased, try to outplay them a little bit. Don't be scared. It's not so hard, but try to be fast about it. So you jump quickly, turn around like that. See that? You throw them off because maybe they'll keep chasing and maybe they will fail that jump. You know what I mean? It can happen. They might fail it. One thing else you can do is jump up like this, jump around like that, right? And like, look where you are now. So yeah, that's just pretty much it for this part. I would never really play up here because it's not exactly ideal. It's very easy to dive. It's very easy to see you. But yeah, generally, if they're not playing left side, they're playing main, you play behind bell. This bell can be used as cover. They can shoot you through here, of course, but you can play like this so you don't get headshotted. The bell covers your head, which is really nice here in this situation. So pretty much you'll be getting body shot from this area. If you align your body correctly with the bell, you'll be alright. You can heal people like this. If you get dived from this position from main, if you get dived by here, you just simply drop and try to sleep him in the air or whatever is going on. I've slept Genji this way before when he tried to blade me. It works really well to just drop and regroup with your team as soon as you get dived. So really that's pretty much it for this map. It's pretty much a mirror on the other side. Same thing, right side here. You all go right side, you play right side. You play high ground, Same idea. If they go right side, you will drop down and go left. That is pretty much it for this map. On to the next one. And now finally on this map. And on this map it's a little bit odd in some occasions because obviously there's fall damage. Not fall damage, rather you can literally you can literally fall to your death. One thing you can do, if you do not know already, you can jump from here to the point safely. So if you're in a situation where you're getting pushed and dived and you can't really make it out, don't be afraid to simply jump across and someone will come and heal you, or someone's gonna help you in this area. Another thing you can do is these can be stood on, so you can actually drop down and just hug left. They might fall themselves. You can actually fall here and body block their path to get on this platform. So you can literally stand here. If they fall down and they try to stand where you're standing, they can't because your body's blocking it, and then they fall. It can happen. You can play around the body block. They can also land here, by the way, so if they drop down, like in tense situations, they don't think, they just do. And that might happen. You can jump on all of these, by the way. You can go all the way from here. So you can jump up like this, jump up like this, jump up like this, all the way to here. And yes, you can jump from here to here as well. Just make sure you know the path. There isn't much momentum you can pick up, so you have to immediately press space and jump together. Rather, hold forward and jump together. So this would be a good spot to heal from, because you have these pillars as cover if they're playing on this side. So you would exit through the right side and you would try to heal them initially. You would try to heal them from here. If you get dived or pushed, you just have to run back to your team and ask for healing. I would advise against running here, because if you run here, you're putting yourself at a very far distance from your own team, so they can't really help you after you take this. Like, after you take this, then what? Someone else will come maybe, and then they'll kill you, and that's it. All you've done is waste the enemy's time, which isn't bad. It's good to waste the enemy's time, generally. But it's not ideal. You want to be closer to your team. So if you get dived or something here, run to your team. Option number 1. Option number 2, jump straight to the point. Because your team will be playing on point for the most part if they're trying to capture. Right, jump straight to the point and ask for help. And then just run, heal yourself and run this way, run to the other side. So that's one way to do it. The last way to do it is to jump on this thing, straight to point, or you can do the crazy thing, which is just to drop down and hug here. And jump up like this and play around this area. Demonstration, if you're being chased and you know he's behind you, you can jump up like this, sleep him very quickly, and when he jumped from here to here, he might have fall down here when you slept him, and he will die like that. So, a quick little fun thing to do. You can't play here if the enemy's already there. So forget that, big no-no if the enemy's there. You play left side instead. You play left side, you play behind this cover, and you're going to be healing like this mainly. You're going to watch out for people here. People are here, tell someone to pressure them, because you're going to have a hard time healing otherwise. And you're going to try to maybe trade with them. You can also go for long range hits like this and try to get nades like that. Antis on that side, and your team plays aggressive when you anti them. So generally, the normal spot on this map is to play right side here behind cover if they're playing left. If they're playing right side, you're going to be playing behind here. And you'll be healing like this. Obviously when you're here, you need to be careful from this area. There's a health pack here if you have to use it. I never really rely on this that much because it's putting myself in a weird position where I'm blocking line of sight, but as well as not letting my team help me, because I went so deep. Look how much they have to walk just to help me. Right? You want to make yourself in a distance where your team can help you. So like here, your team can help you. Here, your team can help you because you can jump to them. Put yourself in those situations and not like be so far away from them, because otherwise, because they're mid-fighting, they're fighting. They don't have time for you. They don't have time for you to run all this way to help you, and then you cry about peels and peels. Where's my peel? I'm not getting any help. No peel. That's why. It's because you're way too far from them, and you have to be in a position where they can help. So if you put yourself in this position, That's on you. You're in this position now. You have to get out of here yourself, or luckily or hopefully someone's nearby here instead of on the point. So it really would depend on where your team is. If all your team's on the point and you do this alone, they can't really help you. They're fighting. If someone's around here, you have to always know where your team is, because you need to know if they can help you, right? So if you're going nade or whatever, take this, and then you're gonna run back and you're trying to maybe duel him as well. Maybe you're trying to kill him. You can kill 200 HP heroes very well with shoot nade. Shoot, that does 200 damage, and that will kill them, all 200 HP heroes. So yeah, ideally here are the best spots, and the last spot would be here towards mini, and you're gonna be healing like this. They go on point, you have a nice view of healing, and you're safe. You have this wall, you're safe healing like this. That's mainly it for this spot. Well, yeah, you're gonna be playing most of the time here if they're playing left side. So it also depends where the enemy team is playing, and that's how it's gonna pan out. If you're on this side, it's the same idea. Left side, pillars, parkour over. Same idea. You exit through left. You need to be careful from here. You're gonna be healing like this. You're gonna be healing like that. If your team exits right side, you follow them. You exit with them through the right side, and then you heal them like this. Heal them like that, and you're gonna be healing like this. If they position here, you can't heal here safely. If they dive you on the left, you can't heal here safely. Your team needs to help you in that situation. They need to pressure the ones that are on the left side, and it's just like it's a full arena, right? It's not all about your team just doing damage. They need to help you. They need to help you do your job effectively, because you can't just take on the whole enemy team just to be able to continue healing, right? They have to do something. Positions I advise against. This room I advise against. Down here, situational, I advise against, but it's very situational. I wouldn't recommend this because it's putting yourself in a very close combat situation, and you go here if you're Moira, not if you're Ana. With Ana, you need higher field of vision to be able to heal everyone. If you put yourself in this situation, you're limiting your field of vision, and you're not seeing all the information. If you go here, wow, look, I see everything. I see everything. I can heal everyone. I see everything, right? It's a different view. It's a different view and a different take on it when you're playing a hero like Ana and a hero like Moira. Moira, you're going to be really close. Ana, you're not going to be as close. Some situations you will be close, but not all the time. Most of the time, the ideal thing is to be in a distance, and a good safe distance, and heal safely, as well as make big anti-plays and big sleeps and sleep someone off from the platform and they die to full damage and stuff like that. So that is pretty much it for Nepal. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to check out the other episodes for the Ana Positioning Guide series. I've done a bunch of those, and we're going to do this pretty much for every map. So stay tuned. Make sure to subscribe for more of that, and I hope this video has helped out. I will see you guys on the Rift, in the arena, and everywhere. Make sure you also check out our Discord server down below in the description and join the community. I want to talk to you guys. I want to be able to engage in conversations, whatever you want. If you have any questions, you let me know down in the comments, as well as the Discord server. I want you guys to be part of the creed, alright? Join us. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.